Hey yo, what's good, y'all? This is Timmy Lee Glenn with another video. I ain't even gonna pretend like this is a different day from the last video. It's actually the same exact day. I just decided to change my clothes to make myself appear different, and turn the camera over. No, this is the same exact day as that last thought. I wrote these out, and like I said, I'm not really planning or really coming up with some sort of script or anything for none of these next couple topics. I'm just going off the top of my head and just like, just really expressing myself. And the next topic, or the speaking point that I want to talk about, is going to be pretty quick, not as long as the last video, but children need their fathers. This is very vital for a child to have their father in their life. And I don't mean if he's like a weak, effeminate, beta, or people like to use beta male, alpha male. I don't like dive in those. Are you masculine or are you effeminate? Regardless. Are you a masculine man or are you an effeminate man? Meaning your mindset is geared towards more emotional thinking and you're steered by emotions to move off of your emotions as a man, going with the flow. I know because I was effeminate, and that's what led me into my relationship, and that's what kept me in my relationship as far as, with the person that I had children with. And because of that, like that effeminacy, ultimately God used that to make me more of a man. And sometimes you gotta go through, especially if you one of them weak, nice guys, you have to go through like some mud and dirt with women. And like I said, a lot of these nice guys and good guys, they turn into bad men because of these experiences. So I'm glad that it didn't really change the core of who I am. Ultimately, I knew my children needed me. I wasn't 100% like a beta male. I had many alpha qualities to me. And I believe that's, due to not really dealing with women. I was basically a virgin until I was 21. If I wouldn't have got molested at 16, by an older girl. But ultimately, I'm getting on here to really speak about fathers more so. Look at just Google it. I'm not even gonna go through the science or go to the, literally, like I might post up a couple pictures here just so you can see the graphs and see the difference between having a father in your life and the difference between not having a father in your life. You could just clearly see just look at the brown community. Look at our inner city communities, and look at look at these young boys and look at these young girls and see how they act. And most likely you can pinpoint it to they either don't have a father or they have a weak father and an extremely strong mother, that is kind of like creating a destructive mindset for these young girls and these young boys. I got many topics to speak about as far as these young girls and young boys goes. But as far as this goes, children need their fathers, especially if they're a good father. And it's too many, it's too many mothers out here not letting these fathers see their children, and that's all on. There ain't no reason to complain, if you decide to keep a child away from a father, especially a father that wants to be there, because it seems like, y'all love to do this. Y'all quick to, and I'm not saying y'all as far as like, y'all have to get this, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But when I say y'all, I'm talking about the type of women that be aborting these babies, because we lead the nation and all that, in these abortions. You know what I'm saying? So once you aborting all these children, you feel me? You're aborting them all, but when it comes to men like me, you decide you want to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got my body, my choice, but a lot of us men don't have the choice to walk away. That's on us for putting our seeds in the wrong women. But ultimately, even if you're not the wrong type of woman, and a situation, happens and the man dips up and leaves, and things like this type of thing happens, and If a child doesn't have a father, they need a strong male influence, and that's up to you as the mother. It's up to you, mother. It's up to you. It's for the fathers too. And I hope I can spark one of you deadbeats to go see your children. You know? Because there's mad deadbeats out here. But they all ain't deadbeats. There's deadbeat mothers out here too. You know, so ultimately your child needs either their father, especially if he's a father that wants to be there, or they need a father figure, like an uncle, a grandparent, somebody that is a man, you know, somebody that, you know, my son can learn from him. This is a good example for my daughter to be around. Children need that type of energy. They need masculinity in their life. Let these boys have too much femininity around them, you're gonna see what they gonna turn into. You feel me? Effeminate man. And then raise them into men that your daughters is complaining about. Y'all raising the next generation of people that these next generation of girls gonna complain about, and vice versa. Because since, you know, if you're a single mother, you're put in a tough position to be tough. You know, as a single father, I'm not making myself extra motherly and nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're masculine, you're standing on your principles, you're not going to make yourself into something you're not. I'm not going to say I'm the mother and the father. No, I'm a father that has to go above and beyond. But it seems when the shoe is on the other foot with a mother, and it's like, okay, I'm going to be the mother and the father. You feel me? Mother saying Happy Father's Day to themselves. You ain't no man. And we can see that in your children. You know? But ultimately, children need their fathers. Like I said, I'm going to put some stats on the screen so you can see. You can see more likely to be teen pregnancy, more likely to be on drugs, more likely to go to jail, more likely to drop out of school. You feel me? There's so many things, just not having a father in general, because just even having one of these weak fathers, but he's actually a pretty good man, he has room to grow and stuff like that. Like, when you have children with this man, he not beating the crap out of you. He not even cursing around the children. It's literally you. You the one that's holding your children back from an opportunity to have at least some sort of man in their life that cares about them. And it's sad to see that in the brown community, but it don't matter what race you are. Let me get this straight. I just want you to, I'm speaking very directly to the brown community because I'm a brown man that's a single parent, and I've dealt with the curses of the book of Deuteronomy. I've dealt with them. I was one of those men that has, I forgot what verse, I left just as the book says. I had hateful eyes towards me, just as the book says. I'm looking around at the nations rising above us. Why can't we rise above? That's because we can't be nuclear families. We need husbands and wives to have their children and raise them in the ways that they should go. And in order to do that properly, these children need a proper example of a man at least. Because if you messed up, I messed up. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach them right so they don't grow up, mess up, and create more generational curses. It's time for us to break these curses. And in order for you women to do that, to break the single mother curse at least, have that father and their children's lives. You both work together to raise them. A lot of y'all rather push men away because y'all not being accountable for your actions. You know, but regardless, listen to me or not, the proof in the pudding. But all right, let me get out of here. Have a good one. God bless.